C-level guys. I am speaking about general director, chairman, and others. So they are not worried about information cybersecurity. They do, but they do not.
Hello, Andrey. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Andrey Suvorov. Pleased to be with you today morning. I am Chief Executive Officer of Adaptive Production Technology Company, which is a IIoT Kaspersky company. So we are daughter company of Kaspersky. I joined the company in 2015 to lead industrial cybersecurity topic, and now I'm a part of this transition from industrial cybersecurity to industrial digitalization. So proud to lead this very important topic. And today I would like to share experience, knowledge, some advices, how we can get this topic from industrial area to the area of C-level people. So Nastya, here we have a development process for our unique products, including industrial gateway I mentioned today. I would like to share some information about how it's going on. So here we have our experienced developers. They are in process to develop new generation of industrial gateway which will connect physical assets with the digital platforms. I would like to show you real example.
Okay.
It's not traditional computer. This is a CNC machine. Mm-hmm. This is a core part of a big metal processing center, mm-hmm. which provide data for processing of very complex products. And based on this raw industrial data, then we create a digital service which provide for C-level, for business people, some key performance indicator to make a right decision timely, not day after or week after, but right now, 1:44. So this is very important to provide the link between industrial equipment and digital platform. And the crucial element of the story, this gateway, based on Kaspersky OS, and these guys you saw recently, they provide functional components based on Kaspersky operating system.
And what is digital transformation?
Digital transformation is not a modern term. This is a trend we consider among leading companies to survive. And it requires many efforts, and it differs from traditional modernization or traditional IT project implementation. Digital transformation is about complete change of the company, and it's not only about technology. Technology, business processes, and people. One example, we are so familiar right now with some digital services which we use as a consumers. Food delivery, ticket ordering, some other stuff which do not require our physical presence. We can do it as a person via online channels, and we pay not for the product but for the service itself. Digital transformation for big enterprises means exactly the same. If we produce trucks or we produce big CNC machines, we have to change our business in the way which will allow to our customers pay and use not these big products, but the values they generate. As an example, I can produce CNC machine, put it on the location of my customer and say, CNC machine will be for free, and you will pay, dear customer, only for 1 hour of net time which this CNC machine will operate for you. This is a final destination for the digital transformation, and it requires completely change of mode of operation of the company in terms of technology and in terms of industrial connection of physical assets to this digital platform. It means complete changing of landscape and much more connectivity between expensive physical assets and computers. And here, cybersecurity plays significant role. And here, cybersecurity is converting into cyber risks. So cyber risk is a new term for digitalization, for digital transformation. And we have here some challenge, how to deliver this information to C-level people and how to get valuable feedback. They understand what does cyber risk means for them, and they can instruct their subordinates to work, to act actively in terms of business value from digital transformation will be much more than risks they're going to take with these changes in the company. As we see from many incidents and statistics right now, there is a strong correlation between performance of the company, which may have different digital initiatives, and some damage, some cost of unplanned downtime. To resolve these issues, it's very important that business people speak with security guys the same language. Currently, C-level guys, I am speaking about general director, chairman, and others, so they are not worried about information cybersecurity. They do, but they do not, because they do not understand clearly what does information cybersecurity mean for them. In case security people will learn business language and convert it into business terms, it will be much more effective to mitigate this type of risk together. One example, we had a project for modern refinery plant, and first traditional approach supposes that IT security guy prepare the list of IT security products and deliver it to the table of his general director, and traditional reaction, no, I'm not going to pay for that. Nobody reported me about incidents. Why should we increase our spending on these IT security products? The second approach, when the team will calculate specific cost of damage which could be caused by only one incident with current level of protection, with current level of vulnerability can be identified, and then put it as a business justification that if we will not stop this type of incidents, it will cost for the company particular money. In our case, which I mentioned for a refinery plant, it was more than 1 million. And of course, if you have a business risk justified, and if you have a cost of solution which is compatible or even much less, this is a reason for business person to take this risk.
Do you have hobbies? Tell us about it.
I would say that my hobbies came from my childhood. Before I joined university times, I had a dilemma. From one side, I had a passion with mathematics. It's a brainstorming, it's a science, formulas. From another side, I had a handball. Tough game, teamwork, pressure. So they're different. And of course, I had a dilemma which way can use, because I had an opportunity to go to big sport. Thanks to my mommy, wisdom woman, she asked me not to go to big sport. But after all these years, I can state that sport is an essential part of my life. Unfortunately, not handball anymore. It's very complex, technically complex kind of sport. But I like, and I have a regular running, like half marathon or 10 kilometers. And I have my tennis exercises. It's definitely helps me to run business, to build relationship, to stay fun.
I see you have sport watch. I have the same. And what is the role of sport in your work?
Yeah, it's the right time to tell a short story. Maybe it's not a dominant right today, but very often I can consider during the meeting that people prefer now sport watches, not a classical and very expensive ones. And it happened at one time when the CEO of the big industrial company asked question, "Oh, you are wearing sport watches. What do you like? What do you prefer in sports?" So it was a second meeting with the person, but we spent next 30 minutes having a discussion about running, about challenge. He explained me and told me interesting story that he like running even with a minus temperature. His personal record was about -40. So if you are well equipped, you can even run in a very, very cold weather. So of course, we built this bridge between us. And it's not about I tried to be very adaptive for the next meeting. So be very natural. If you believe in that values, it will be very natural to establish this connection. So as a result, we have, of course, some business relations and we have a discussion about projects, but we agreed to have a running exercise together. And I like that this is one of the outcome.
So Andrey, tell us about this beautiful place.
Oh, it's really beautiful place. It's a Luzhniki recreation area. We may recharge our batteries after a long time working day. But not only, this is a nice place to meet business partners and customers.
And what about a team in your work?
The role of the team is crucial. It's not only about different capabilities, it's about exchanging of very important opinions to build one picture for the customer or for the partner which we are going to build the case. I would like to start from the story. It happened a couple of years ago with our Kaspersky team in Switzerland. Jean-Paul, Christophe, bonjour. We had a very interesting roadshow on different cantons in Switzerland, which have a hydro plant power for the mountain lakes. We delivered our expertise and we tried to agree about next step actions. And the point is, every morning during these 4 or 5 day trips, we agreed to have a running exercise. It took 30 or 40 minutes, and during these exercises, with a reasonable pace, we had a discussion between each of us. What are the strengths, what are the challenges, what are our points for today? I liked it. From one side, we were as a one team, because we tested this physical challenge. From other side, we were ready. Before every morning, we have a face-to-face meeting with a customer. We had a very nice, unique discussions while we were running. So this is a nice type of teamwork, and I like it because we got a very positive feedback about us as a one team, not just one person came from HQ and another one who represent a different type of the products. So team matters.
Can you give some advice to salespeople who work with executives?
First of all, my advice to spend more time, much more time for preparation. If we are going to speak with the C-level people, we need to understand their agenda. Unfortunately, it's not about malware, number of attacks or techniques. It's about risk, profit erosion, market events, about their competitors, and preparation needs to learn all this stuff and to build a link between all these events and our technology, which will help to resolve one of them. I remember one interesting story when I had a meeting with the chief advisor of the CEO of the big bank. I came with a salesperson and we started to discuss about markets, about currencies, about impact of some external event. And from time to time, my counterpart from Kaspersky touched me on the sleeve and remind, Andrey, please don't forget to ask about our subscription. I said, I remember, but we have to discuss it, we have to build relationship. Do not forget, we need to speak not about our stuff, our brilliant products, but we should listen customer first, and we should establish the same level of confidence and understand what are his or her worries. So when we discussed it, when we understood and agreed about some common grounds and common topics, finally he said me, and by the way, about your subscription. My colleagues just shocked. We definitely will finish this question, but I like this discussion about business. We have to continue it and discuss it, what can do more for our digital agenda. So my first advice is about preparation and is about knowledge of the customer. I would like to give one more advice. Every risk situation, every situation which require some extraordinary actions to recover relationship with the customers or to recover some significant project, this is a very unique opportunity to become a leader. Because if something urgent and bad happened, nobody would like to take a step ahead and say, I will be responsible. But believe me or not, this is the right time to build relationship. I remember one story when it happened with a very important backup of the aerospace company. We were very close to lose all data, and nobody would like to have a many hours exercise how to restore it. And I had a personal discussion with the CEO of this company because we had a big project for the plane of the one of the big boss from their customers, and we were able to recover it into very good relationship because we did not escape for that time with some excuse, with some explanation. We just tried to propose some options how to recover that data. So we were successful, and after this situation, when we demonstrated ability to manage in such environment, we definitely got much more reputation and real access to the CEO level. I like the formula. I will try to use my hands. In the past, we understood that intellectual coefficient, IQ, is very important for business. Then, a little bit later, we confirmed that emotional coefficient is more important for success in a business. Now, the modern formula this year, or maybe even in the past, but the last formula is AQ. This is an adversary coefficient. The ability of the leader, the ability of the person, salesperson or manager, to work in constantly changing environment, under the pressure, under the risks. So this is a new normal for us. And again, do not escape from situations which seems to be risky and not very comfortable. Take the leadership here, because you will get a chance to see the CEO, to deliver not pleasant but honest speech, and to have a chance to establish a new type of relationship.